So your background is dry and you've penciled in what it is that you want to paint. We're starting out with the realistic painting. So you're going to do your best pencil drawing of the object that you're working on, or the subject matter. I'm doing this little metal cup here. So I've got it penciled in there, and I have to think about the background and the foreground. This image is sitting on a table, so I need to consider the fact that these colors here might change between back here and here. There might be a shadow that's thrown from this, and consider all of the shadows and values that are happening in this form. So I'm going to start out by mixing up a color. If I decide that I want things lighter, I can always add white. If I want things to be a little bit darker, I'm going to need to create my own black. And to do that, I take a little bit of yellow, a little bit of red, and a little bit of blue, and mix them together. And it might take a few tries because it's probably going to turn brown at first, and you'll keep adding in little bits of each color to get it dark. And eventually you'll come up with a color that's pretty dark, and you can use it as your black. So this one's pretty brown. Put a little more blue in there. All right, now we're a little closer to that black or gray color. So now that I've mixed my own black, I can use that in my other colors to darken them down. So I'm going to start here though and make a real light blue and start to sort of block in what I see on this image. The first thing that I'm seeing is the table that it's on is much brighter, so I'm going to go in and give some brightness to the table it's sitting on. Remember, you can paint smooth, you can use painting techniques, you can begin one way and layer on top. But I find it helpful to put the background in first. And I'm going to bring this pretty light and bright right up in front here. Sometimes you can use a little water on these boards, and that's fine. Too much water might not work out as well for you, but you can thin your paint down if you feel like you need to. And I really want this front edge to be pretty light, so I'm going to go ahead and put in a lot of white right in there. I do like very textured paintings, so I might decide that I want to go back in there and add some texture and interest in it. I do see that there's a shadow here, so I'm going to start to lay in a little bit of darkness in that area to indicate that there's a shadow happening. Now, depending on what you want, the brush you choose is going to give you a different look. This brush is very stiff, it has hard bristles on it, and this one is much softer. So depending on what you're going for, you might be thoughtful about what brush you choose. All right, now we've got a background here. I'm going to create a darker blue for the background and even put a little red in it. And like I said before, your background that you painted on your canvas, you may in the end not really see, or you might use it to your advantage and see through it a little bit. I'm doing a little mixing directly on the canvas here. All right, now I want to think about this object right here. Got some softer brushes that I'm going to use for in here. Now I'm seeing some highlights up in here, and I'm going to start right with that white, putting those highlights in. Very bright right up here. In this case here, I'm taking advantage of that background and letting that blue come up from the background. The handle has some very bright white on it. It's actually a little darker down here, so I'm going to go ahead and take advantage of this dark black that I've created and use some of it down in that handle. And blend it up in there. And we also have this edge here. Sometimes your hand can get in the way of your painting, and you can use your other hand to hold your wrist up as you're working. Putting in some of these darker tones in here.